Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or to my channel if you're new. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how I made this mesh top. The back is open, but I have like a strapless bra, so you can't really tell, but this top is pretty easy, pretty beginner friendly. Today I'm going to be doing it on a voiceover. Normally I do it like live, but I'm going to try doing voiceover this time so that I can really explain it without stuttering and all that. Here's some snippets of what it looks like on, because I'm not really like showing you guys, but we're gonna be making it in green, I think. We'll see. It's pretty easy, pretty beginner friendly. You really just need to know how to do chains, half double crochet, double crochets, slip knots. That's really it. But yeah. Okay, I'm here with the voiceover, and what you're gonna need for materials is some yarn. I'm using Red Heart acrylic yarn, and then you're going to need some scissors and a crochet hook. I'm using a 5mm crochet hook, but just use whatever hook your yarn calls for. And then lastly, but optionally, is a tape measure to measure your bust, but you can also just chain the amount that your bust goes. Okay, so starting with a slip knot, we're going to be chaining the measurement of our bust. You're not going to want to chain around your whole bust. You're only going to chain about shoulder blade to shoulder blade so that you can have that open back look that we're going for. What you can do is you can measure your bust and then chain that amount, or you can just chain the amount and wrap it around yourself so you can see from the chain, which I find to be easier, but you could just do whatever you'd like. Here I am just measuring the chains I made to my bust size that I measured out, and after I've done this, I'm going to chain one more, and I'm going to work half double crochets all the way till the end of the row. So now that we finished our row of half double crochets, we're going to chain one, turn our work, and again go in every stitch with those half double crochets, and we're just going to keep repeating this pattern of half double crochets on each stitch until we reach the measurement to where it covers your chest. And I'll show you guys a little clip of what that looks like at the end. So yeah, I'll meet you guys back whenever I have enough half doubles to cover my chest. Okay guys, we're finally done with our half double crochets, and I know that took a while, but look at our progress. So we now have a little bandeau top, and it should fit around your bust, and it should fit from top to bottom of your boobs. Or if you want a little sneak peek, you can do a little less than that, you know. But yes, now we're gonna move on to our mesh rows. So just kind of picking up where we left off, we're going to now chain 3 rather than 2, and this is because we're going to start doing the mesh stitch, which is you chain 3, then you're going to skip 1 stitch and double crochet into the next stitch. After you've done that, you're going to want to chain 1, skip another stitch, and go into the stitch after that. So essentially it's just chain 1, skip a stitch, double crochet, chain 1, skip a stitch, double crochet, all the way until you reach the end of your row. Okay, now that we've finished our first row of the mesh stitch, we're going to chain 3, turn our work, and now that we're skipping stitches, we're gonna have gaps, and we're gonna start working into those gaps. So you're gonna do a double crochet into the first gap, and then you're going to chain 1 and double crochet into the next gap, and you're just gonna continue this with a chain 1, double crochet into the gap, chain 1, double crochet in the gap, over and over and over and over until you reach the length that you want for your top. I did 17 rows, so 17 gaps, and that was enough to cover my entire body, but you can do more or less, just depending on what you want. So now we've finished all of our mesh rows, and it should look a little something like this, and we are almost done. We just have 2 final steps to top it all off. So you're going to want to chain 1 and cut your yarn off, just securing that knot. And then you're going to want to reattach your yarn where we were working those half double crochets. You're going to want to attach it at the bottom of that work. And you're going to want to attach it with a knot, a double knot. And once you do that, you're going to place a single crochet into each stitch going up that row of half doubles. And this will just make sure that your work is a little stronger when you're making the holes for the ties. After you've done your single crochets, you're going to want to chain 1, turn your work, single crochet into the first stitch, and then chain 3. Once you do that, you're going to skip 3 stitches and single crochet into the 4th stitch. And here I messed up and I forgot to fix the clip, but I only put 2 holes, but you should put 3 because 3 will just make it a little more secure. And so therefore you skip 3, go into the 4th, and then single crochet about 2 stitches or 3 stitches, chain 3, go into the 4th again, single crochet another 2 or 3 stitches, chain 3, go into the 4th again. So therefore you're making 3 holes instead of 2, because when I made 2, whenever I tied it, it was loose and it made like gaps, and I forgot to show you guys that I did fix that. So yeah, once you do that, you're going to chain 1, turn your work, and you're going to work single crochets back on that row. So 1 single crochet into the first stitch, 3 into the gap, and then 1 in each of the other single crochets. 3 in the gap, always 3 in the gap, and then 1 in each stitch. Once we're done with that, we're just going to chain 1, fasten off, and then continue that on the other side of the top. Here I am showing you guys how we're going to be placing our straps. So what you're going to want to do is place the top against you and just find where you want your strap to begin, and you can just mark those stitches. I just marked them with my hands, but you can use stitch markers if you want to remember. And yeah, that's where we're going to be placing our straps. So for attaching our straps, I just fastened on with a double knot, and then you're going to want to chain a very, very long chain. I didn't count how much it was, but if I were to count, it would probably be around 130 to 200. And you're just going to chain this long chain and then fasten off, and we're done. Continuing our chain, we're going to find where we wanted our other strap to be, and the way I did this was I folded my top in half and I just matched it up with the strap that I did for the other side. And then I chained the same amount, fastened off, and now we're actually done with the entire top. We're done. Just sew in your loose ends and try her on. Alright guys, you reached the end of the video and it's nighttime now. It took me all day. But here's the final result. I did have to change the color because the one I was working on, I ran out of the green, so I had to switch over to this color. And this top is for one of my customers, so it's a little bigger on me, but if you made it to your size, it should fit you like more like this. But yes, I'm so excited to give this to her, and I hope she loves it because I know she looks beautiful in it. But yeah, I really hope this tutorial was helpful. Let me know if you guys like the voiceover or the regular version. I just feel like voiceovers are so like impersonal, and I don't get to really talk with you guys, but I guess it's a tutorial, so I kind of gotta, that's what it's meant for, not a chit chat, but whatever. But yeah, this is the final result. I'm so obsessed. This is the back. Obviously, like I said, it's a little big on me, so I had to like squish them together, but normally it would be like an open back kind of thing, and I'll show like clippets of that. But yeah, anyways guys, I hope you liked this video. Comment down below what you guys want me to film next, and